Thank you all for joining another edition of the Contributor Technical Discussions. As usual, we're going to start with the GNOME Digest. Michelle, over to you.
Hey, everybody. So I'm filling in for Leon, who's out this week. So we have the GNOME Digest from July 16th, so last week, and we're working on the one for this week. But a few call outs from last week. The first one is we've made routing easier. So the pdemo-mux package, it allows you to render paths in the realms easily. So static, variable paths, and wildcards, the mux package handles them gracefully. And there is an example in the docs under Gnoland our docs routing. So if you guys want to go further, you can check out the more details there. The second call out that we had in last week's GNOME Digest is the SVG buttons for NoWeb. So they're quite colorful now. So Leon's package for SVG buttons, it takes an interesting approach. So basically, it wraps the SVG images with links to mimic buttons. So you can have buttons with classic links, inter-realm links, and transaction links. And they are now quite colorful. If you want to dive deeper, it's pull requests 4445. The next one that we called out last week is Lou's query package. So the query package allows for a useful API, and you can handle NoWeb query parameters. This also has a PR if you want to check it out further. It's PR 4477. So thank you, Lou, for this contribution. And then we also have a call out to the Samourai group, who's made GovDAO v3 rendering better. So it's easier to see the proposal list. It's more digestible. You can see what's been voted on, and you can vote directly via NoWeb using the built-in transaction links to proposals. So very grateful for that. And then we also called out the nomad toml syntax. So the nomad toml file format received a bit of a brush up or overhaul. So you can now, the uploader, sorry, has been specified as an add package creator field as opposed to an upload metadata uploader. And this is also more context, if you're interested, is also available in the docs under resources. And then last but not least, we also just gave a call out to the community that staging is slightly behind master and that it will be up to speed soon with the master branch. So we're working on this week's GNOME Digest, but if you want, check out last week's and please share.
Thank you, Michelle. Sorry for not being able to follow. I don't have an X account on this machine.
Ooh, okay. Hopefully it was so well described by my words that it didn't need visuals. Thank you.
No, thank you. Moving over to demos, Samourai has a few. So I'm going to turn over the screen share to you guys.
Yep, thank you. Do you see my screen? Yeah, okay. So it will be very quick. Just to give an update about Gnodev. So basically, we started 1 month ago the V3 of Gnodev. So what is new? There is three main things, three main pages, I would say. The first one is team page. So now we can see each team contributions and composition and each profile associated to a team. Currently, it's like manually because we know each member is a part of each team, etc. But in the future, we'll try to think about how to make it yourself and associate your account to a team. And the second one is analytics. So we try to imagine how to display some data around all contributions and all timelines, etc. It's still, I would say, simple and minimalist, but the goal is to find some cool way to display contributors and efforts. And the third part, page, sorry, is tutorials. So all tutorials are made by David, who is a junior dev in Samourai code team. And the goal is to create kind of like all-in-one resources from zero. If you're new to Gno and have like the whole journey documented. So it's only 9 right now, but basically the goal for us is to have one new one each Monday at noon. So yeah, feel free to check and give feedback, also to give some ideas of potential new lessons or tutorials. And yeah, for next steps, we are also working on 2 main things, 3 maybe. The first one is unshared data. So we want to add like all profiles from all data from user profiles, unchain like packages, etc., and display it on the user profile. I didn't show before, but for example here, I currently have also a better view on each profile. And the goal will be to also merge with unshared data and offshared data. And the second thing is we try to create a kind of Discord bot that will make, we don't know yet if it's a weekly report or a monthly report, but just to have like a kind of competition mode that is not competition, but like basically highlights best champions of the month, etc. So it's still WIP, but maybe in 2 weeks we'll be able to make a demo. And I think that's all. Yeah. I also can go ahead with the second topic if you want. So the second topic is Packageloader by Norman. So as many, I don't know how many people reviewed, but we just wanted to say thank you to all people that started and took time to review Norman's works. Just to give more info about that, our goal is to have also some usage feedbacks, etc. Because, for example, Norman just identified this morning a new bug. By using it in our specific use case, Zenao, it was obvious, and we know that many of you reviewed the package loader, but we need like many cases of tests to identify some bugs or weakness, etc. So yeah, I will put again the link in the chat if you want to help us. Thank you for attention.
Thank you all. Moving over to discussions. Birdie had a couple of topics that they wanted to cover.
Okay, hi. So the first one is it's interesting that you just mentioned register. You know, this is the tutorial. So I'm actually trying to do this on staging, and it doesn't work for me right now. If I use the command, and if I run the command, try to register a user on rpc.gnoland, it now says invalid package path. So I created an issue here, issue 4544. I'm hoping, I mean, this is kind of slowing us down here, where obviously where we're trying to update Gnoki Mobile to use the latest code, but we can't get Gnoki Mobile to work if we can't register. So I'm curious if anybody has seen this or wants to try it. Trying to bring attention to this problem, and maybe I'm doing something stupid, but I don't think so, because I've been doing register for a long time.
Oh, it's staging, not on master, right?
Staging. I assume staging is running the latest master, right? That's its purpose.
Yes. Not
I know
necessarily.
it is, because I know we just merged the new PR to change the help page to put in the the link, and that just showed up. So it is the latest.
Because this should be test. The user should be tested by a test script. The register registration. Honestly, I'm gonna double check, but still we're obviously.
Yeah, I would try to track it down locally, except there's this other problem, which is I can't run a local Gno.land node. So I can't dig into it. So I'm hoping somebody else can look at this. But I mean, let me just try it again. Live demo, right? But it's always dangerous. So I've got a key. I already put some coins in it, and yeah. So this should work. I don't know if anybody else has any guesses as to what's going on. Presumably, it's something about the. I know we just updated the message call. Communication packet to include what is it called, the deposit. Maybe something changed in one place but not in the other to add that extra field. For the deposit. It's just a guess. Anyway,
I'm gonna double check this. In the meantime, maybe you should check the scenario of the namespace in the test script, but I think yes, there might be an issue.
What do you mean?
For sure.
Check this.
In Gno.land package integration, there is an integration test about the register user. The font with the flow that should be tested actually.
Well,
but
that's a different problem. Is I try to run, make test components, and these are all broken also. So it's difficult to me to zoom in on the test. I tried running it, but I can try it again. But I mean, this is so easy to.
No. I mean, like they're probably you're probably right. Like there is an issue.
And I'm hoping.
But the invalid package pass is maybe like the wrong error in the way like it returned invalid package pass, but it might be like something else. Because it's a bit weird. I'm gonna check anyway.
If you don't mind, just try this and let us know in the comments whether I'm
sure.
hallucinating or not. Okay, that's the first question, and then the second one is also for Gillum. So I dug in to Gnodev, and with this problem, we're trying to use Gnodev on our for Birdie for dsocial. And we can't, because after a couple of days, it becomes unusable. I actually, first of all, I found the commit, which causes the problem. So this commit from, it was merged in December. And that's about when we started seeing the problem. If you check out the previous commit, Gnodev will run with almost 0 ZPU and flat memory usage, like you'd expect. It's just a web server just sitting there, right? But if you check out the latest code or this PR, then after an hour, you're at 40% CPU, 2 hours, and after 3 hours, you're maxed out. And the memory keeps increasing. So this is easy enough for anybody to try on their own. Just run the latest Gnodev and run top and watch this, I don't know, go to lunch and come back, and you'll see this happening. I would love it if someone else could, again, tell me I'm not hallucinating.
That's super cool. So did you bisect to find this one?
I just ran it and typed the numbers into I just ran top, right?
Good job. Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, if you just run Gnodev, and then you run top, before that change, Gnodev would start and it would be 0 CPU and it's idle. But you know, I don't know. You could try it yourself too, right? But you got to run it for an hour or two, and you'll see. And your memory is just climbing. Also, I suspect that, like I said in the PR, I suspect it has to do with you know, this thing introduced dynamic gas pricing, and one of the comments for the new code says the gas price keeper stores the history of gas prices. So my suspicion is
because one of the things I asked Milosh about this one, I don't know if she's on the call, but we don't have this on the Gnoland node. I think so. I mean,
well, again, I would test it if it didn't crash. So
no, but I'm wondering like what's the difference between Gnodev? Why it's only happening on Gnodev? This is.
Well, I know Gnoland has a faster refresh rate, right? 1 second instead of 5. So maybe it would take 5 times longer to see the problem on the node. But
yeah, but if you say it's up in 1 hour, like
yeah,
even 5 times,
yeah,
should not be something that.
The interesting thing is if you
but I'm not sure what will cause this in Gnodev, especially if it's the commit you mentioned like doesn't touch Gnodev at all.
So again, I'd love it if you just tried it.
No, that's really useful, Jeff. Honestly, this one is really useful for me. I'm gonna investigate because this is definitely an issue, and yeah, I think Samourai team has the same issue as well. So
okay, that's all I wanted. Thank you very much. I will stop sharing. You're welcome. Good luck.
No, yeah, that's really useful. If you find if it's the exact commit you mentioned, it's gonna be easy to fix, I guess.
I hope so.
That was not easy, I guess, to find.
Someone.
So thank you.
Oh, that wasn't for me. Oh wait. Miller says, Jeff, we checked all our active deployments. No weird spikes or climbs across months. Well, again, it's easy enough to run Gnodev locally and see the phenomenon because we want to run Gnodev. And fixing running the local node, I think, is on you, Milish. So I'm eagerly looking forward to that. All right, thanks a lot.
Thanks, Jeff. We got one more item on the list, the student contributor program. Take it away, boys and girls.
Yes. Hello, everyone. So we are the Gno contributor program, so the student contributor program, and I will talk about what we have done so far for the last 3.5 months. Because we were staying for 4 months. So yeah, this is basically the little synthesis of everything that we've done so far. So I won't get deep in the subjects. I will just pass over and explain some of the projects, and then I will pass the microphone to Nicolas and Lou. All right, perfect. So let's start. So the first, let me just share my screen real quick. I don't know if you guys see my screen. Yep, perfect. So the first thing that I will talk is the main project that we have worked on is the EVM. So the EVM, we already made a quick. Like we already explained what it is, and we already made a demo of it on this call. But basically, it's just executing some EVM instructions, so which is the bytecode that is used for the Ethereum machines, well, the Ethereum blockchain and stuff. So yeah, we reintegrated every OP code, and yeah. Right now, it's fully working. So this is one of the projects that we have worked on. Next is the change.org realm. So this was an idea of Michel that we just heard a few moments ago. And basically it was just recreating the change.org website, but in Gno. So I think it's nearly done. It's not done yet, but we plan to finish it on the like before we go. Then there's the printf functionality, which is basically to finish implementing all the features of printf, so it's fully complete. And because like the printf that we have actually right now, like with sprintf and fmt.printf, etc., is not done. So this is one of the projects that we wanted to finish too before leaving. Then there's the Levenstein distance, so it's the distance between two strings. So this is great if you want to search for items with a search bar and stuff like that. And there is one of the latest projects, which is making some documentation. So right now, this is just one pull request about the Solidity, but we plan to make better, like not better documentation, but we plan to cover a large amount of documentation on Gno with examples. And for example, the Solidity to Gno transpilation. This is one of the projects that we wanted to do. And yeah, finally, that's pretty it for the project that I will show. And then I will leave the microphone to Nicolas.
Yes, and here I am. As for me, I will only present one project because it is a project that is particularly visible and easy to show. It's I don't know if you see my screen. I think you do. Okay. So this project is Airplace. It's a project that is still under construction and that has a small bit of things that will change. But as of now, we have two main elements in this page. The first one being one that allows to select a pixel. When you select a pixel, the information go into the URL, and you can then choose a color and submit. Right now, I'll admit Adena has decided to not work for now, so I will have to use the submit function, which we can find right here. And we can see that the arguments are exactly the same as those that are here. We can just put the same one. I've already done it. And if we decide to move a color, for example, I had this pixel selected, we'll see that, oof, it changes. So there are a bit of things that will change. As I said, for example, we want to merge those two tables to be able to select directly a pixel. And we'll do what we can to make it work in time. That's it for the Airplace, and I will now leave Lou to speak.
Yes, to kind of continue, I'll be demonstrating my latest contribution. So the Gno blog, it's a refactoring from the original demo blog that's in that's actually being used. So this was an issue that was made by Leon, and basically it's just like a whole different way to have the blog in which there's more sorting options, having like different ways to sort every blog post. So this is just an example that I made with my own blog to kind of showcase how the demo, like the package, is used. And then it will have like some kind of like filtering through like all the different authors. Also have a way to comment in different posts like here, and have all the tags be listed and also sorted as so. So this is an ongoing PR, but should be done by the end of the program. And yeah, that's it. You can stop presenting.
And I will go next with, wait, I'm gonna share my screen. So I don't know if you can see my screen. Okay. So I'm gonna present you my profiling support for the Gno VM. So the purpose of this project is to be able to profiling on the Gno files. And so I have a lot of steps for this project. So firstly, you have to get all the metrics of the OP codes, like the frequencies, the allocation, and some other stuff. Then you have to create a profile and convert it into a pprofile file. And then with this pprofile file, you can generate flame graphics. And so you can see all the information when you're coding. Like you can see where it's burning a lot of the CPU and stuff. And if you want to help me, I did like a to-do list there. But yeah, I'm still working on it. And yes, that's all for me. Thank you.
All right, so I think we've done, we're presenting most of the projects. And yeah, if you have any questions, well, just add them and we'll be pleased to answer. Yes, go ahead.
I have a question for Lou on the blog. I've mentioned I can test it locally, but I've mentioned that when you're using fancy filter functions, it's easy to write the code that runs in render to do the filtering, but an operation which has to go through every entry in an AVL tree sometimes can run out of gas. So if your blog only has a couple hundred posts, that's fine. But if you have a lot of entries, we found when we were playing with something similar that it would often run out of gas. So I wonder whether you've looked at a use case where if someone's been using a blog for a couple years, there could be thousands of entries, especially if you include like replies and stuff like that. So we found that we had to do a lot of tricks with managing the AVL tree. I'm just wondering if you've looked at that.
Is it for like the filtering, like the tags and the authors?
Yeah, because like you can use pagination, right?
Yep.
But if you have to filter the AVL tree before you start to display the pagination, that can be a problem. If you're only filtering by time and the key in the AVL tree is time, then you can do pretty good at just starting to display the AVL tree at one point in time and then only show the last month or something. But if it's a more complex filter that isn't a direct filter on the key itself, then you have to filter the whole AVL tree before the pagination can decide, what are the first 10 things to show, right? So the pagination doesn't help you because you have to process potentially thousands of entries before you can even display the first result.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't checked on a bunch of posts, but in terms of like a way to filter that's only done for like I think it's for the start and end filtering. Is that correct?
Yeah, if it's limited, I could take a look at it. I can probably see real quick because what we did a year or so ago was something similar to the boards realm. We called it a desocial, and we built it specifically to stress test it and all these things. And so I'll take a quick look at your code and see if I can show you what I'm thinking about.
Okay.
All
Thank
right,
you.
thanks.
All right. Does anybody have any other topic they want to cover?
I just wanted to say thanks to the crew. Thanks to the POC group for the past 3.5 months. Super lucky to have you all. Thank you for contributing. Thanks for showing up. It's been great. This is their last call on the tech discussions as the POC cohort. So
Thank you so much. It was a wonderful experience.
It was very cool.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, thank you.
All right. Thank you all for coming. Thank you, contributor group. And I'll see some of you on the next call. Have a great week.
thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye-bye.